Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing my top 10 mainstream polishes. If you remember a couple weeks ago I did my top 10 indie nail polishes, so now I'm going to do my top 10 mainstream. Before we begin, on my nails I have Revved Up by Formula X. So I'm going to start off with my China Glaze polishes. I do have two polishes from China Glaze, and they are both from the House of Colors collection from spring 2016, so spring this year. The first one is called Let's Chalk About It. This is a super pale pink, almost white, but it is definitely pink. It's got that kind of like just pale pink. This is completely opaque in 2 to 3 coats. I prefer thinner coats, so I usually do 3 coats of this. Has a good formula, good application. This was the first collection of China Glaze that I had the full collection to, so this really does hold a place in my heart. The next polish from China Glaze that is also from the Spring 2016 House of Colors collection is called Girls Just Wanna Have Sun. And this is, again, that kind of pale polish. This is the pale yellow. This one, though, is not mistaken for white. This is definitely a yellow polish. Again, completely opaque in 2 to 3 coats. This one I usually do get away with 2 coats for, but sometimes I will do 3 thinner coats for this. Again, great formula, great application. I'll link down below. I got these 2 polishes from HB Beauty Bar. I will link them down below. The next polish I have is from Formula X. I bought this from Sephora. This is Freaky Like Freud, and this is a super holographic silver nail polish. This is in a clear jelly base. It is completely opaque in 2 coats. I do not recommend this as a topper. I've tried and it is too dense. So this one should be worn on its own. The glitter in here is rather large, so it will dry a little bit textured. It will also be a pain in the rear to take off, so a peel off base coat or some elbow grease and you are good to go with this. The next polish I have is from Color Club, and this is actually the only Color Club polish that I own, but I adore it. This is called Angel Kiss, and this is another holographic nail polish. This has a linear holographic and is completely opaque in 1 to 2 coats, depending on your application. Again, I prefer thinner coats. I do 2 usually. This has a super smooth, super easy to work with formula. I don't know why I've never bought another polish from Color Club, but I need to. So this one is great. This one, I've had this for a long time. Probably almost 2 years now. So the next polish, I actually didn't even buy. My sister-in-law gave this to me, and I put off wearing this for a while. I'm not really sure why, but as soon as I wore it, I fell in love with this. This is called Congeniality is my middle name, and this is from the Miss Universe 2011 collection. I was not yet into nail polish at that point, so this is still really new to me. This does have a great, easy to work with formula. It is a little bit on the thinner side, so this will take probably 3 coats to get completely opaque. The shimmer on this stands out on your nails absolutely beautifully. This is just a really nice polish. OPI, though, is not one of my favorite brands, so I don't have a lot to say about the brand in general. The next polish I have is from Zoya. Again, I only have a few Zoya polishes. Again, I don't know why. This is called Sue, and this is from their Matte Velvet 2015 collection. This was their winter holiday collection. This is it's a white polish. It's kind of an off-white polish that has those super micro flakies, glitters in it, and it comes in this frosted bottle to show the matte, show that it is a matte velvet polish. Again, completely opaque in 2 to 3 coats depending on your application, and it does dry down to that matte finish. I love how it looks matte, but I do like it better with a top coat. Next, I have 3 polishes from Essie, and the first one is Mint Candy Apple. This is from their Sweet Time of the Year collection from 2009. Again, I was not into nail polish at that time, but this is a stunning polish. This is one of those, you know, mint green polishes with the light blue undertone. This is completely opaque in 2 coats to me. It is a cream polish, great application, easy to work with, dries shiny. The next polish is actually a pretty new one to me, which is funny because this is the oldest polish, I believe, from my top 10. This is called Eternal Optimist, and this came out in their Spring 2009 collection. This is just kind of that dusty rose pink polish. It's a cream polish, dries shiny, dries fast. Completely opaque in 2 to 3 coats depending on your application. I actually usually get this opaque in 2 coats, but I have needed 3 coats before. The last Essie polish that I have is called Taj Mahal, and this was from their Resort 2016 collection, so the Resort collection from this year. I do only still have a mini of this. I bought a full-size bottle of this and ended up giving it to a friend because I'm just too nice. This is completely opaque in 1 to 2 coats. It's just got a really nice formula, and it's a color that I don't see often. It's one of those ugly pretty polishes that not everybody is going to be a fan of, but I surely am. So this was a great one for me as well. That whole collection was overall a good one. Moving on, I have a polish from Burberry, and this is from their Iconic Shades collection. This is kind of their staple shade. It's called Mink, and this is completely opaque in 2 coats. I love the brush on this. I love the bottle on this. I feel like I don't end up having too much come down the stem like I have that issue with other polishes. This dries to a super shiny finish. I think this is one of those polishes that's supposed to have the top coat in the nail polish. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it dries that way. It dries super fast and super hard. So I think this is one of those polishes. My last polish is actually technically polish number 11, but I feel like I needed to mention this because it is one of my favorite nail polishes, but I didn't want to necessarily skip out on a 10th polish because I know a lot of people will not go buy this. This is Rouge Louboutin, and this is completely opaque in 1 coat. This is the best red cream nail polish that I've ever tried. First off, I love the bottle on this. It's just such a unique shape. But besides that, I love the brush. The stem is nice and short, so you don't end up getting a ton of nail polish running down the stem and flooding your cuticles. This has an amazing formula. It's, again, one of those that dries super fast, super shiny, and rock hard. So I felt the need to mention this, but I also felt the need to include it as an 11th nail polish because I know that not everybody's comfortable paying $50 for a nail polish. I know I'm surely not. I actually only got this as a birthday present and absolutely love this. I can't stress that enough. So I included this as kind of an extra. But overall, that is my top 10 mainstream nail polishes. Stay tuned though, because I do think I'm gonna go through the Rouge Louboutin with like my favorites of each color. I probably will stick with like 5, all with different finishes. Maybe I'll do like 1 or 2 that are shimmery, 1 or 2 glossy. I don't know. So I do plan on though going through the Rouge Louboutin of my favorite nail polishes. Indie, mainstream, they're all going to be lumped together. I'm not going to separate videos like that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.